Okay, we're live. Okay. Good morning. How are you today, everybody? Welcome to the program for Gold Bagel members. I better change my logo up here. I better change this here away from my traveling channel and put it on here to there we go. Gold Bagel members. There we go. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? It's January the 7th, 2025. The first week of January. First week of 2025 already. 1 week. There's only 51 left. My goodness, you guys better hurry up and make money. We're running out of time. Good morning, and thank you for joining me. It looks like the markets are in a mood to go higher. I've got the Dow up almost 100 points. A quarter of a point, we'll take it. S&P is up 0.19, a fifth of a percent, and NASDAQ up about a tenth of a percent. At the moment, oil is up 53 cents to 74.09, and it was 74.30, and then it backed off last night or yesterday afternoon. I'm wondering if we're teetering here and we may begin a fall on oil because we're into now the winter driving season, into January, into February, and I just do not see oil having a great time. But hey, I'm just a guy who's in front of a computer in a condo in Rancho Mirage, California. What the hell do I know? I'm talking to people live from this condo in Rancho Mirage, California, who basically they're making so much money as a collective, as a group, that they watch a balding Canadian guy wherever he goes, on cruise ships to Switzerland, to Germany, to the UK, California, wherever he goes, they watch him live, different time zones. He struggles desperately to figure out what time it is wherever he is. They make so much money with him that they become Gold Bagel members of his channel. They pick up his classes. They get even smarter and wiser and get richer again. And that combination of wealth creation and enjoyment of rising accounts trickles pennies down to the creator, collectively allowing him to spend 5 months of 2024 in Rancho Mirage. And so thank you very much and congratulations. Keep making money. This is why I'm so motivated that you guys make a killing out there. You make a ton of money. I want you guys to get like really freaking rich. It's nothing personal. Well, actually it is personal. Jen and I do appreciate the fact that you're doing so well that we can be here, and we want you to keep right on trucking and making the bucks and taking the dough off the table. There it is. That's the story. Anyway, what can I say? Welcome. Uncle Bruce, you started the regular show. You know what? You're right. I did start the regular show. This is the regular show. How you doing? Hey, this is open to anybody. Bruce, you're so tired and you're so exhausted that you hit the wrong button to start our show today. That you're not doing the Gold Bagel only member show. You're doing this show. Now what do I do? How do I restart this show? I don't want to kill it. How do I start the other one, but I don't want to not do it? Should I do this show for 20, 30 minutes and then kill it and then just do a Gold Bagel member show for 2 hours? I could do that. Jeff, we're in the wrong place, man. This is not working out. This is wild. You need some rest, Uncle B. We're in the wrong place. This is the wrong show. This is not Gold Bagel member. GameStop looks like it's going higher. Hi, Uncle Bruce. You started the regular show. Welcome, everybody. Even that Tony guy, I can't believe I'm here. I'm hanging out with Gold Bagel members, and I can't believe I'm doing it. What do we know? We know nothing. Welcome all to the wrong show. Tuesday, January the 7th. Welcome to the wrong show. Kind of nice to have you here, or is it not kind of nice? I'm not quite sure how to make this work. Make it a freebie for non-members, says Pappy J. There you go. Just maybe you're golfing too much. Maybe I am I don't think I have been golfing too much. As a matter of fact, I don't even have a set of golf clubs anymore. I used to have a set of golf clubs. They were awful. They were like did you ever, if ever you golfed, have you ever golfed with anybody that had like a 1-wood from one brand and a 3-wood from another brand, and then a 3-iron but not a 4-iron because it broke, a 5-iron that's another brand, a 6-iron that he never uses, a 7-iron, who knows what brand that is. That was me. I had a bag full of golf clubs that made no sense whatsoever, and for some reason my score wasn't very consistent. Strange thing. Anyway, it's all good, Uncle Bruce. We just don't want you to fall into the hot tub by accident. Charlie, a free Gold Bagel member show for the day. Give them a taste of what they're missing. Weber Day, good morning, Uncle B. There you go. Jeff Glass, I've been the guy with the mixed bag of clubs. I'm that guy. Yeah, the last time I saw my clubs, I was throwing them into a dumpster because they had been in a storage unit with a whole bunch of stuff that Jen and I had put into storage unit back in, when did I get rid of it all? 2000 and maybe 17 or 18. 2017 probably is when I dumped my clubs, and we dumped a whole storage unit of crap in the garbage and just let it go. Yeah, I haven't replaced it since. Free range, I'm a 7-iron and a putter guy. Jeff, have a good set now, but my score is still inconsistent. John, hello everybody. Christina, wrong channel, laughing out loud. He's doing his Gold Bagel member show on his regular show. And I gotta say, I have 81 viewers for my Gold Bagel show. I never have that many, really joining me live. I get more than this as the day wears on. They figure it out and they watch the rerun. I bet you there are people on the other show wondering, where is he? Why isn't he on our Gold Bagel member show? What's with this guy? Now, if I could somehow merge the two, I'd try it, but I don't know how to merge the two into one. Not exactly sure how to do that. I'm kind of, I'm old and I'm confused. Like Jerry Seinfeld, what was that guy's name? What was his uncle's name? I'm old, I'm confused. Andre Delatorre, my golf bag has a 12 GA, 18 GA, and a 410. Okay, Kent, kid uses only Titleist. He's been sponsored by them since he was 10 years old. Free balls, gloves, and clubs. So nice. Oh, man. I would love to see his set of clubs. I would love to see what top-notch golf clubs look like, because I have no idea anymore. I'm so out of it. Weber, Uncle Leo, thank you, Weber. You guys are paying attention this morning. Uncle Leo, Jerry, Leo. Yes, I enjoyed those. I enjoyed that show so very much. Yes, I was old and confused. I love the episode where they painted eyebrows on him. I could use that. DQ, Poppy. Oh no, Lame Duck has old timers. Michael, Uncle Leo. That's right. Cutting Edge. Just let it ride like this for the rest of the day. It was kind of nice. Like a little present you have on at 8, The Big E is here, number 22 for the thumbs up meter today, and FX is here. Same bull, different barn. Thank you very much. Welcome all. Jeff, I just commented over there and told people to move over here because he blew it over there. He's not doing it over there. He's over here, and he hit the wrong button to start the show, and he hit the wrong show button to start, and now he doesn't know how to undo it. Here he is. Welcome. Matt, good morning all. Hi, Matt. Free range. Congrats, Kent. Must feel cool as a dad to see him in action. Well, okay. No comment. Corinne, number 26. Oh, my goodness. Welcome, everybody. It's Uncle Bruce here, doing the Gold Bagel member show for the next 20 minutes. And then he's just going to slide right into the big show without going off the air. Welcome all. If you're a Gold Bagel member, I thank you. If you're not a Gold Bagel member, what the hell are you waiting for? I guess is what I have to say about that. Kent, what can I say? What do I say? Okay, it's all right. It's all good. Kent and I are in Rancho Mirage right now, and I can tell you outside it's dark. It is black, dark. The sun doesn't rise for another hour plus, and so it is what it is. Now, if I were in Calgary, it would be dark for 3 more hours. It's only going to be dark here for another hour. That's the one definite thing. The sun rises earlier down here than it does up north. It kind of sets around the same time, but there you have it. Kent, a free range. Yes, nothing I'd rather do than watch him play. That's exactly it. Jeff Glass, you could just spend this extra time here with an epic rant on Canadian politics. Oh, gosh. James of the Misty Tree. I had a house surrounded by a golf course, beautiful, but never played once. We would just wait until the golfers stopped for the day, then walk the course with our dog, picking up lost balls. I lived on a golf course in Canada for about 3 years, Jen and I. We had a house there. We had rented it, and it was on a par 5, and the tee box was just about 50 yards over there, off to the side. So we'd watch people golf, and the balls go flying. But we also knew, same thing, near the end of the day, I would go for a walk, and I'd have a windbreaker on. And especially in the late summer, I'd have a windbreaker on because it was in the upper 50s, mid 60s. If there's a little breeze, it would feel a little chilly. But the reason for the windbreaker is it had big pockets. And I, too, knew on the golf course where golf balls would go astray from time to time. And I would walk with a ball, one of those ball retrievers that gets the ball out of the lake, out of the river. I'd have one of those with me. And I would come back an hour later, hour and a half later, after a lovely little stroll with 10, 15 golf balls. And a bunch of them would be the really good ones. Brand new. They were bought in the clubhouse only an hour ago. Earlier in the day, they lasted 4, 5, 8, 10 holes. And then they got lost. And I'd find these shiny new $2 each, $3 each golf balls back in the day. This would be the early 80s. Yeah, those were the days. James of the Misty Tree. Also, good morning, lucky number 14. Charlie is here. I'm number 30. Welcome, everybody. I was looking this morning for fun, a couple things I wanted to know. And the thing I wanted to know this morning was the SOFI options that we're talking about all the time here, these January 2026 contracts. I was looking up the puts for the January 2026 expiry days, and I just wanted to see, excuse me, what were they going for? And I think I can do this without blowing it. Just bear with me. I'm going to show you a little chart here if I can make this work. It's not easy for me. It used to be easy, but it's not that easy anymore. But let's see if I can make this happen right over here. There it is. Okay, and I'll put myself down here so I'm out of the way, and I'll take Charlie's comment out of the way there, and don't mind me. Okay, so here I am. Hi. Okay, so above me, in that blue box right there, as 15.29, that was the price of your SoFi shares last night. Final trade. Above that is a $15 put contract. Below it is 17, and then right above my finger is the $20 Jan 2026 expiry. The $20 put, the one that we talk about. The last trade was $6.80 for that $20 contract, and notice it's down 30 cents on the day. Go a little further. The last bid ask was showing $5.85 to $6.90. That's not incredibly accurate because these after-hour quotes, you can't trust them. They're just indications. But what you do notice, 33 were traded yesterday, and 59.29 exist. There are 5,929 $20 put contracts in existence. I am curious to know, of all those put contracts, how many have been created by this channel? How many have been written by you guys? I'd be curious about that. You put a 100 behind that 5929. And you've got 592,000 shares represented because each contract represents 100 shares. Now, the 17s just above it, they closed at 475 with a bid ask of 475.85. There were 52 traded yesterday, 3,387 in existence. And look at the 15s. Look at the 15s. 355 with a 350.60 bid ask. 404 traded yesterday. 17,224 exist. And those 15s, as of last night, are out of the money. They are worthless. They have no value but time. And they dropped 21 cents on the session. Isn't that interesting? So the shares want to go up another 50 cents today. What were they up yesterday? We were up 45 cents yesterday. If the shares went up another 45 cents today, you can probably watch those 15s drop by another 20 to 25 cents each. They'll be down to about 3.20, 25. The 17s will drop down to about 4.45, and the 20s could reach 6.40, 6.50, something like that, and will continue to slip and slip and slip, because of course at 15.29 or so a share, the 20s have a book value of $4.71. That's all they're worth. Last trade 6.80, which means $2.10 of time premium on the 20s. The 17s obviously are only in the money $1.71. They've got a $3 time value on them that will shrink, of course. And then the 15s are out of the money. It's all time premium. So I noticed that today, and I thought, that's interesting. I love seeing that. So then I was thinking about something else. I was thinking, what if I was mentioning to you the other week about writing put credit spreads, and I thought, well, what if you took another shot at put credit spreads? Maybe Feb 21 expiries, the third Friday of February, and I was looking at something like this. Let me see if I can get this to work here. I'm now trying to put together a little chart here. Here we go. Put credit spreads. Let me show you this one. If I can get that to upload successfully live on the air. Since I can't get my Gold Bagel show to load up properly because I hit the wrong button, I'm doing my Gold Bagel show here. And this is kind of what we do from time to time in the mornings. We kind of go over different trades. Here you go. Okay, so this is, these are puts for SOFI. Don't mind me, I'm way down here. These are puts for SOFI that expire in the third Friday of February. So it's next month. Today is the 7th of January. These are good for about 5 weeks. And I was wondering about whether these were worthy of writing. Was there a credit spread to be had here? So I was taking a look at, for example, above my finger right here, 15.29 is where the stock closed last night. Above that, $15 puts, $14 puts, 12s, 11, 10s, all the way down to 10s. And obviously, all of these puts are out of the money. None of them have any value. They're all just time value, and the time is running out. So even the 15s, you wrote those, you'd get 140. Now, if you were to write a 15 and buy a 14 as a credit spread, you would get 142 for the 15, and you'd pay about 95 for the 14. The difference is about 47 cents, which is 47% on your money, but big risk because you're within 29 cents of the market. The point of doing a put credit spread is to write a put and buy a put that will ultimately create zero value. They'll both go to zero, and you keep the credit all to yourself. So you don't want to write 15s, actually. What you want to do is write something like maybe 13s. Write a 13 for 60 cents. Now, if you buy a 12, you're going to have to pay about 36 cents according to the last trade last night. And that would give you a credit of 24 cents, which is 24% on a $1 risk. If, however, you were to write the 13 and buy the 12 would run you about 20 cents to purchase. You'd have a 40-cent credit, a little higher credit, but it would run you $2 to get it. So you need to put up $200 to get a $40 credit. That's still 20%, which is exceptional. And if you go ultimately 13 to 10, look at this. You're buying or writing a put for 60 cents and buying the $10 put for 11 cents. That's a 49-cent credit on a $3 transaction. Now, 45 cents is 15%. So this is a little over 15% return, 16% maybe. But here's what I like about the 10s or the 11s. if you're going to buy the 10s or the 11s and write the 13s, what I like about the 10s and 11s is that they're near zero now. They can only lose, the 11s can only lose 20 cents and they're worthless. The 10s can only lose 11 cents and they're worthless. Because, of course, they are $4.29, $3.29 out of the money. So the 11s and 12s have every opportunity to go to nothing. And something that I'm buying, I don't want to pay a big amount of money for something I have to pay for. I'd rather get insurance on the cheap. So taking in 60 cents on a 13 and paying 11 cents to protect it, in other words, keep the exposure at $3, less the credit, that appeals to me. I like the idea that the 13s can go down in value rather quickly. Think of it this way. The stock is $15.29 as of last night. All right. If the shares in a few days were to go to $16.29, they go up another dollar, which is not a new high in the last 52 weeks, just a recovery. If the shares went up one more dollar in the next few days, those 13s would be trading at the value of the 12s because they're a dollar further out of the money. So look at the 60 cents going down to 36. The 11-cent contract will likely go to about 7 or 8 cents. And so you're looking at maybe a credit spread of about 20-something cents, 28 cents. So we're going from 49 to 28 on a $1 move with not a lot of time going by. I'm not looking at this a month from now. I'm wondering if in the next few days the shares go to 16.29, those 13s will go down to 36 cents, the 10s maybe down to 7 or 8. And all of a sudden we have a 28-cent credit spread here instead of a 49-cent credit spread. That's a 20-cent profit already, which is just about not quite half. Obviously, if 2 weeks in time goes by and the stock stays where it is at $15.29, these 13s will slip further, the 15s will slip, the 14s, they'll all slip in value because they're out of the money options as time runs out. But time goes until the third Friday of February in this case. So it's not a 1 week dying scenario. This is about a 3-week lifespan for these contracts to have value, maybe down to 15 cents or less in about 3 weeks. All of those, like maybe the 15s will hold on a little bit. Obviously, we have the shares going any higher than 16.29. They want to go back to 17 something like they were before. Then the 13s will be down to 20 cents. The 10s will be like at a nickel. It'll be a 15-cent spread, which you can now wait out if you want. Wait, let them expire worthless, or close these out and now write March credit spreads and say, thank you, sir. I'm walking out of here with a net profit of about 34 cents on this trade, which is 11% on my money, $300, made me $34. I did 10 of them. I did 100 of them, whatever the number. Thank you very much. May I have another? Anyway, this is a trade that I thought of this morning that caught my eye, which you can check out yourself on the option chain anytime you like, with regard to SOFI. Now, of course, this kind of a trade is also available on a plethora of other stocks. Of course, NVIDIA credit spreads on the calls is where I would be. Now I would be pushing NVIDIA's to 170, 180. I'd be like up there now. Tesla's, I would be 15% above the price of the stock. Apple, Microsoft, and so on and so on. If you're going to do AI, you can do calls or puts. If you're going to do GameStop, cash secured puts on GameStop have been the way to go, with our GameStop shares closing at what was it, $32.82 yesterday, up another $1.17 with a high yesterday of $33.49. GameStop seems to be indicating that something is afoot. Well, there should be something brewing in the world of GameStop. We have $4.6 billion in their bank account, just earning interest right now. And if they're pulling in 5% interest using treasury bills as their yield instrument, they're maybe pulling in 5% compounded. I don't know if GameStop is using any of that 4.6 billion into something like ETFs that are corporate bond yield, that would be 7.8%. Now, if they did that, think about that. If they could pull in almost 8% interest on $4.6 billion, they'd be hauling in 350 million a year in interest. Not shabby. That's 7 million a week in interest coming in, million a day. That translates to $1 million a day into GameStop's bank account. Shareholders would be $365 million richer just on the money coming in from the money. I don't know what they're doing. Are they announcing or about to announce something? I guess if you're Ryan Cohen, you got to be sitting there in your office thinking to yourself, if we diversify this $4.6 billion into various investments that can yield 7.8 to 8%, why in God's green earth are we going to create a new business from scratch using $1 billion, for example, that might not pay off for 5 years? And if it does pay off, what's it going to pay off? 10%? 15%? I mean, if we can get 15% return 5 years from now on $1 billion of our money, we got to go 5 years without anything because we got to dish it out now to get it back. We have to not only get our capital back, but we have to get a return on our capital. And if in 5 years the business doesn't work out like we think, we may have a $200 million business on our hands that we thought would be worth $2 billion or $3 billion. Why don't we just take the 8% interest in the meantime for 5 years on $1 billion? It's 80 million a year for 5 years. That's $400 million. So now they got to sit there and go, the risk we're taking is a $1.4 billion risk. Cost, the capital, plus what the capital can make us to do nothing. Why would we take a chance that the business might make us 15% return in year 6? Now, if it did make a return in year 6 of 150 million, the business has a value of 1.5 billion to 2 billion. They got to go, well, wait a minute. We could have had 400 million in interest. Is that right? Yeah. 80 million for 5 years. We could have had 400 million in interest, but we got 150 million in year 6. All right. We're still behind $250 million. Right. The next year, we get another 150 million. We could have made 80 million, leaving it alone. So we're only adding 70 million value to the company after the next year. So we're still behind 180 million. The next year, we're still behind 110 million. The next year, so 5 years of making 150 million a year will only break even. This is a 10-year return getting nowhere. They're better off doing nothing. This is the dilemma that a lot of corporations have right now, a lot of individual investors have right now. Cash is king right now. So I keep talking about cash being so powerful. You're sitting on a bunch of dough getting daily interest, and you can get up to 8% on your money holding an ETF of corporate debt. At 8% and per annum, you've got to find one heck of a performing stock or other business to put your money into to beat this deal. And if inflation is going to be 2.5% this year to 3%, say for the next 3-4 years, getting 8% is a gain on inflation. Very good. There are hedge fund managers out there, I can tell you, and there are wealth managers out there who have put their clients' capital into ETFs that yield 8%. And then they just fold their arms and do this. And why are they doing that? Because if they run a $1 billion account, if you're a wealth manager and you handle $1 billion of customers' money, and you can bring in 8% yield on this money to do nothing, you're hauling in $80 million a year. And 20% of the profit is your fee, because 80% of the profits go to your clients. You keep 20% plus 2% overall overriding fees. You're getting 20 million a year out of the $1 billion to manage it, and then you're getting 80 million from the earnings. You're making 100 million a year on a $1 billion, and none of it is your money. Why would you do anything else but this? You're making 100 million a year. Your office costs are 50 million a year. Let's talk about that. There's no way your office costs are 50 million a year. You're not doing anything. You don't have 50 employees. You're still making 50 million a year net profit. Can you imagine how many wealth managers out there are bringing assets in only to turn around and put them into ETFs like this. And then they go golfing. They've got their phone with them all the time. They're always available as if they're in an office. And they can travel by private plane, which is part of the 50 million expenses, I suppose, on $1 billion. Now, what about wealth managers that have $5 billion? Think about that. Now, there's you. You don't have $1 billion to manage, okay? You're not in that boat. You're watching Uncle Bruce. You've got 20 grand, 50 grand, 200 grand, 400 grand, $1.5 million, 4 million, $5 million. You're watching me and saying, Uncle Bruce, how can I make more money than these guys make? And I say, you can make way more percentage return than these guys by being cash heavy, writing credit spreads, writing put cash secured puts, and putting your cash into these kinds of ETFs. And so now you've got the compounding factor on option premiums on top of everything else, and the 8%. Welcome to the party, pal. Look, it's now 5:32 here. It's 8:32 in New York. So this show is the big show now. The Gold Bagel member show is over. And I welcome you all to the big show, and I apologize to my Gold Bagel members because I was supposed to do an exclusive show just for you, but I hit the wrong button, and I hit the start button to this show half an hour early, and here I am with 198 people watching the last of the Gold Bagel member show. That's now the big show. Are you following along with this? I'm having trouble following it, but I kind of get it. It's basically a screw up by Uncle Bruce. But folks are just going, hey, it's nice to see you. Welcome to the party. If you're a non-Gold Bagel member, I welcome you. Today you got a kind of a freebie. You got a bit of a hint as to what we do here, although it changes day to day depending on the circumstance. But I'm always scheming about what kind of contracts can you write, and what kind of capital can you bring in, what kind of premium can you bring in, and what would be conservative, and what would be a wise way to go going forward. So welcome all to the program, and thank you, all of you, for being here. Charlie C2 said he was number 30 today. Great day, says Keith Just Truth, number 32. Jeff Glass, highest I saw was $29.99, but looks like Rocket Lab hit $30.26 at some point yesterday. Juan, I do own a few of those $20 cash secured puts. I've written a few. You don't own any of them. You have written them. You are short those. Kent, 9 of those 20s are mine, baby. I wrote 9 of those babies. Yes, sir. Amy J, number 37, good morning. Yes, how many of those $20 cash secured puts that expire for SOFI in Jan 26, how many of those were written by this channel? I have a suspicion thousands of those 5,000s have been written by this channel's members, followers. And some of you were hauling in 7.5 to 7.85 each at one point, probably in just the last week or so. I congratulate you. Anything wrong writing a $25 cash secured put and collecting around $10 in premium? Asks free rent. Yes and no. There's a yes and no answer to that. On the one hand, there's nothing wrong with it because you've put up $2,500 to bring in 1,000, and you're sitting on $3,500. And if you're putting that money to work in some kind of an interest-bearing something, good for you. At 8%, that's $200 a year in interest. No, it's more than that. Pardon me. $3,500 at 8% is what is that? $330 a year in interest on one contract. Now, if you did 10 of them, you had 25 grand, you took in 10 grand, you got $35,000. You're making 8% compounded yield per year on $35,000. That's $24,000. It's $28,800 a year in interest, as quick as I can calculate it. And that's a nice little hit every month of capital. The bad news is, if you are writing a $25 cash secured put on a $15 stock, you have no cash, you have no time premium. You're only getting book value. You're not getting any time premium here. This is why if you were to write the 17 put contract or the $20 cash secured put expiring Jan 26, you would get a premium. You're getting about $2 premium to write the 20s. They're only worth $4.70 or something a piece, and you're getting $670, $680 for those. That's an extra $2 to you of time premium, and that will automatically shrink out as time goes by to next January. You're a winner with time, and then the question is the stock movement. So there's that. Now, I guess the other thing to say is to write a 20, you have to put up $2,000. To write a 25, you got to put up $2,500. You can write more $20 contracts with, say, $25,000 than you can with $25 contracts. So at $25 a contract, you can write 10 cash secured puts, 25 each. With $20 cash secured puts, you can write 12 and a half, but 12. Collect the money from 12 and then use all that capital with that $1,000 left over and write as many more as you can again. And you could probably get yourself up to about maybe 18 of them. And you've now written 18 $20 cash secured puts representing $36,000 of cash in your account. And you're getting daily interest on that at 8%. Okay. James of the Mystery Tree. I have 2 that I've written. Matt, 9 are mine, baby. Alex, free range. Just make sure you get some nice premium as well as book value. See? Alex, number 38. Good morning, Bagel Familia. Free range, right on. Yeah, that's a sticky point on the 25s. No premium. It's just book value. Right 20s. You can always roll the 25s, and you can roll the 30s down the road with premiums, you see. Free range. Thank you, Alex. Always hunting for time premium. Tom Kaufman, hi. Where are you? Where were you? Oh, there you are. I was here the whole time. Hit the wrong button today. Free range. Also, Alex, enjoy the show. Cutting edge. I have 8 $20 cash secured puts on those SOFIs. Thank you very much. Cutting edge for Jan 26. Giddy up. Alex says free range. Thank you. Thank you. Uncle Bruce says free range. Hector, Twilight Zone. KC, number 43, thumbs up. Christina, what about doing 10/14s on the credit spreads? What about doing those 10/14s? Well, yes, they can be done, but you're now aggressively writing a put right behind the market. And Trump says the wrong thing to the wrong associate, who then leaks it to the press. And I don't know, does the market go down 800 points because it has a hissy fit? Markets are getting jittery closer to inauguration. I don't know. Will SOFI go up $2 from here, or hang around this range between 1350 and 1550 for a while? That's why I'm wondering about the 13s. The further behind the market, the safer. You don't want to be exercised, but hey, it is what it is. Bobby, did I hear that correctly? If your 160-65 video roll up to 180s, what I'm saying, Bobby, is if you're into 160-65s and they're dying this Friday or next Friday, you may want to wait them out because, of course, you're watching the market very, very closely. If you're now looking to create a call credit spread today on NVIDIA, a brand new today credit spread, 180s is where I'd be looking at. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're listening to me on that, Andre, I was planning on 11/14. I was thinking about that. Samuel, hey, hi. May I ask what broker do you use to trade options? Here in Europe, most of them do not allow to sell naked puts. I don't write options myself, but because I'm an advisor, I'm an educator, I'm a guy who teaches you strategies and stuff, comments on the market. But those of you in Europe can throw this gentleman a few answers. Where in Europe are you? Let us know about that. Stephen Butler, number 45, alluring anglerfisher. Good morning and Happy New Year. Number 48, hey, LA, thank you. Mandu, number 5, I'm the 52nd thumbs up today for this man's channel. Stephen Butler, I root for a Northeast cruise or an Alaskan cruise. Yes, I have a question going today. That's right. What cruise? I've got a question about this question of the day. 129 votes. Should Uncle Bruce organize and host a cruise for his stock option writing viewers? That's the question of the day. 130 of you responded. 85% of you are saying, oh yes, Uncle Bruce, you should organize a cruise for option writers. Absolutely, you should organize a cruise. Because Uncle Bruce could then do a meet and greet on board the ship where we can take over one of the meeting rooms or something and have a gathering and meet each other and say hi and ask Uncle Bruce a question or two or three and compare notes and everyone meet everybody. That would be kind of cool. So far this is going over well. The question is, of course, where would the cruise and how long should it be, right? We have 78 thumbs up, by the way. Thank you for those of you hitting the thumbs up button. If you're able to find it, please give it a go. Let us know on that. Northeast cruise or Alaskan cruise, says Stephen. Cutting Edge Flicks. I was just a stock buyer until I found you, Bruce. Now I have 8 cash secured puts, $20 strike on SOFI written. So that's 16 grand worth of capital to write cash secured puts. I don't know how much he brought in, but something tells me 30-35% return already. Sitting in cash, nice going. Mandu, Northeast cruise, vote here. A nice New England cruise would be nice. Question is, when would it be and what time of the year are we talking about? And then where? So could it be a Northeast maritime cruise into Canada, Maine, the Boston area? Or would it be a cruise, say, departing from Florida to the Caribbean? Would it be a cruise departing Los Angeles? Would it be an Alaska cruise departing Seattle or Vancouver, Canada? Should it be a transatlantic cruise where we cross the North Atlantic and maybe take the chance of getting seasick together if it's rough weather? I mean, that might not be a good idea. Maybe a Mediterranean cruise. I'm just asking. There's all kinds of possibilities. Cutting Edge Flicks. Also, I have some Rocket Lab cash secured puts, Jan 26s as well. GameStop for Jan 26. You turned me into the casino. I'm making safer money. Well done. I appreciate you. I'm glad to read this. This is good stuff. Sanjay, for a public company, isn't it incumbent on management to return funds or do buybacks if they have no investment use for the money? Sure, Sanjay, fair enough. But if you've just raised the money in the last year, you haven't been sitting on it very long. For a company like GameStop, if they have in mind a merger, they're thinking of taking over another company that's going to run them $3 billion in cash, and then they have $1.6 billion in reserve cash. This is a prudent way to go. And if the public company they're taking over or a private company they're going to absorb is already a cash flowing machine well down the road to profitability, or already profitable and could be much more profitable merging with GameStop, then it's a prudent move what they're doing. The problem, of course, Sanjay, is we don't know. What are they doing? They don't talk. They don't say anything. So at the moment, we speculate, don't we? Mark Downs, number 62 here. ALA, vote for a cruise on Royal Caribbean. That's what I think you should do. Truffle Ski, hey, Bruce, dumb question, but are you saying some brokerages pay interest on collateral cash? I am. Some folks are getting interest here. The man, Truffle Ski, yes, I know Fidelity does pay interest. The man says, hey, Truffle, currently I keep my money in Fidelity's money market, getting about 4.3% right now on all cash and cash reserve for options. Sanjay, 2 cash secured puts, 20, Jan 26, giddy up. I'm in there. Ricardo Fubu, cash secured put, $7 strike, Jan 26, premium 340. Truffle, wow, I need to get off Robinhood. They don't do that at all. Alex, I have NVIDIA 165.70s. These are call spreads that expire Feb 7, so I'm watching them closely. Beautiful, beautiful job there. Harry, how are SoFi's brokerage services? Does anyone use them? I think they don't let you write options yet, so not everyone uses them. Gil, how many? Where do you get 8% interest on cash? I get 4% with Schwab. Well, I'm talking about I was talking about an ETF that I found last week. There was an ETF that I found last week. Let me just take a look at my hard drive. Let me take a look at my hard drive and let you know if I can find the symbol on. Yeah, SPHY, Spider Portfolio High Yield Bond Fund. SPHY, yielding 7.83% as of last week. Just under 8%. There you go, SPHY. Okay. Better rewrite that down on my hard drive on this page. My hard drive. There you go. Something to look into. I don't know. It might work for you, might not. The man, hey, Truffle, yes, I find the only benefit of Robinhood is their user-friendly app and visual profit loss graphics, but that's it. Ian B, AA, Captain. Bobby, I vote for cruise next year, 2026, Bruce. Harry, American Cruise Lines does coastal New England into Canada. Splair, Uncle Bruce, why the trade alert isn't working? I hit the wrong button. I was supposed to hit the button to start the trade alert show, but I hit the button to start this show. And so the first half hour was gold bagel content that anyone could watch. And now here we are running right into the show. That's what happened. It was just, it's all me. It's my fault. A kilowatt Dre, I confirm SoFi does not let you write options. That's true. Yes. Splair, Uncle Bruce, a river cruise, please. Otherwise, noon due to motion sickness. But that's just a medical issue. Gil, thank you. Love your hard drive. Sanjay, what is your opinion of a covered call index? S&P 500 or NASDAQ 100 ETF seem to pay 1% income. I'm not I have no opinion. Honestly, I have no opinion on these. I believe they have higher fees associated with them, but I just don't go there. If you are your own option writer, you're going to make a far, far greater return on your money. And for those of you who are in your late 40s, 50s, and you're now in your 60s, you're looking at your retirement account, and for the last how many years, I don't know, again, depending how long you've had these accounts through work or your own, managed accounts, you left the money with your bank through some kind of in-house ETFs they run or something like that. What have your returns been? I mean, really, have they been very good or not? My contention is that you can easily buy stock, GameStop. I mean, people own GameStop in their retirement accounts and write options on GameStop shares. They buy shares of Rocket Lab. They buy shares of AI. They buy shares of NVIDIA. They buy IBM. They buy Apple. They buy whatever. You can write options on this stuff. And I'm contending you're going to bring in more money than if a professional ran into your money for you. That's my personal belief, just on call option writing. But you got to know what you're doing, and that's why I put those classes together, and that's why we're here every day. Anyway, Chad, how do you feel about cash secured puts that are worth more than the current stock value? Cash secured put for GameStop, Jan 16, 2025, strike 125. We'll give you 94.60. I don't like it because the problem with this thing is that very illiquid. $5 credit, $5 bid ask spreads, no easy in, no easy out, and maybe absolutely no time premium whatsoever. That generally is my reaction to it. It's all like negative. Margin call. In the EU, the brokers don't always offer option trading. You will need to check. Forget fancy UI like Robinhood, but once you find a broker, you can do anything in several steps. There you go. Splair, so I have to do a rerun on this. Yes, Julia, hi, Bruce. Do you have thoughts on Carvana? Not, in-depth knowledge, no. I don't follow Carvana second to second, day to day like I watch other companies here. I know that last year, 2 years ago, the stock almost went to zero. It was unbelievable. And then the stock went nuts. So very volatile. And so I try to encourage the viewers here. First of all, 2 years ago, I would push you more towards conservative stock that you can write options on that don't do this. That's one. Two, today, with markets at these frothy levels, very high amounts, I would rather you go cash and now write credit spreads or cash secured puts. Look, our Carvana, if you like the stock, you like the company, you like the philosophy of the firm, you believe in them, whatever, you can play the cash secured put game with Carvana and probably do rather nicely. On the other hand, with not a lot of money, and this is maybe the secret here, if you sell Carvana shares or you sell your GameStop shares, you sell your SoFi shares, you sell whatever stock you have, you just sell it into money, cash, you can now go right back to these stocks and if you don't want to do cash secured put writing, but you'd like to generate income into your hands, into your account, then with not a lot of capital, you can now do credit spread trades that are very conservative, way out of the money, calls or puts. And now follow your favorite stocks like Carvana and say to yourself, okay, look, if I'm going to write call credit spreads 20% ahead of the market, where these contracts will die within 2 months or less, then let's take a look at the option chain and see what the best percentage return is that I can get depending on what spread I implement on these contracts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you have got to take my classes to catch up with everyone else. I'm not trying to talk fancy talk here. I'm just telling you there are 18 lessons now, and we cover this quite closely. Put credit spreads, call credit spreads on Carvana, on GameStop, AI, on Nvidia, on Tesla, whatever you want to write options on. But I have been begging you guys again and again and again. I'm trying to get you to avoid absolutely volatile, crazy volatile stocks that can move 10% in a day on a typical, at any moment, because conservative option writing means avoiding these kinds of stocks and watching shrinkage destroy option buyers. This is what I'm trying to get you to become, is an absolute assassin that shoots to kill. I'm not here to help you make friends with option gamblers, and I'm not trying to turn you into day traders either, although there are moments and there are days where markets move in mysterious ways, and I get comments from viewers going, Uncle Bruce, I love you, man. I wrote these contracts, and in 3 days, I made 45, 60% profit. It happens. Yes, it does, because this is the options market. But if you are truly going to be a long-term, forevermore, an option writer and taking premium money off of these saps that are dumb enough to buy these contracts, you're looking for boring. You're looking for contracts that have no hope in hell of having any value at the end of their life. That's what you're after. You're looking for a contract that is absolutely going to die. That's what you want. You want to be writing a ton of those, because that lets you just sit back with your arms folded, take your phone with you wherever you go, meet your friends for a coffee, go shopping, go for a nice walk with your dog on your own, go for a bike ride, whatever you want to do in your life, and have a phone alert with you at any time. But generally speaking, you're not going to be doing option writing and option writing and option writing and option writing 3-4 times a day all week long. That actually is what I'd like to have happen here for all of you guys. I want you guys to be so comfortable and bring in so much capital from writing options that are guaranteed to die worthless. You don't have to worry about any particular stock or any one company to make or break your account. That's what I'm trying to get you away from. And if you don't want to be involved in any company whatsoever, but you want to be an option writer, then you can move into the triple Qs or the SPYs, where you are now writing on the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ 100, as an example. Again, way out of the money, short-term, conservative strategies. And so you're doing a trade every couple of weeks, but not every couple of minutes. There you go. Stephen Butler, NAT trading at 260. I have no idea what this is. Right at April 250 call for 30 plus. See, that I don't go for this kind of stuff. I understand the attraction to this kind of a thing, this kind of a stock, these kinds of numbers, but this isn't what you can retire on. This is not what you can count on for a solid, guaranteed, safe, stress-free retirement. This is a kind of stock that if it moves 50 cents one way or another, you are in trouble. You're now in rollover territory, which is not what you signed up for. But again, I know I can't stop you. You can do whatever you want. I have viewers here who want action. I get it, but you want to get rich, you're going to do something else. Sanjay, the benefit of covered call index ETFs is that they can be bought in pension and tax-free accounts in the UK, at least, and cannot do options on those accounts. Lisa, Stephen, the 52-week chart for NAT seems a bit alarming, or do you think it's a bottom? This is why I avoid this stuff. I avoid these because this is scary as hell. Julia, and that's all I got. And one, Uncle Bruce, that's why I like lesson number 18 in the return to out of the money, put credit spreads, and fold your arms. It's an eye-opener. Your number 18 class is an eye-opener. Stephen, Lisa, I think NAT bottom. Last quarter, they cut the dividend, but they will raise it this quarter. It'll probably back to 12-cent range. Look for their dividend history. Again, you're gambling. You're a gambler on a stock. You're gambling on a stock. I don't recommend anyone do that here. Ricardo, I only bring up FUBU because Disney now owns 70% of the company now. I wrote a couple of those. Yeah, I hear you. Again, it's, you're gambling on a corporate story, and God bless you, but, option writers generally don't have to do that generally. Larry, good morning, all. Number 98, cutting edge. SOFI brokerage does do options, apparently. Deep value options, it does. Last I heard, it didn't. Bruce, does your daughter partake in options? No, does not. Stephen, no. SOFI active investment does not allow users to sell options, but users can trade options through SOFI Invest. Interesting. One, BIL volume is moving up nicely. There you go. There you have it. You got to decide what kind of an option writer are you going to be. Are you going to be an option writer because, for example, you love SOFI. We all love SOFI on this channel. We all believe in SOFI's management, Anthony Noto, the future of the company, blah, blah, blah. We all love it. And so I have been cautioning you guys now for 3 years to not write call options because I fear the upside. I fear the stock at any time could take off. And it did. It took 3 years, but it went from $8 to $17 in an awful hurry. And it caught a lot of my viewers flat-footed who had written $7 calls, $8 calls, $10 calls. I told them not to, and they admitted, you told us not to, but I couldn't help myself. Yeah, I know, because you want to gamble. You felt it wasn't a gamble, but you were gambling. And then you thought a rollover would bail you out. And for many of you, it did. On the cash secured put side, I encourage you and have been for 3 years. Write cash secured puts on SOFI. Go right ahead. Write the 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s when the stock was down to $7, $8, $9 a share. Write the 12s, 15s when the stock got into 11, 12, 13. Write the 17s and 20s. Here we are, 20s. I continue to encourage you, go ahead and write cash secured puts because I fear the upside. I fear SOFI will go to $45 a share in a very short period of time. Once an announcement is made, at any time could be made, I don't know if it will, but it could be financing with a cap call transaction with a $45 upside on the option. If you don't think stocks can do that, take a look at other stocks that have done these cash secured put transactions. Uber is one of them. They've done one in the $100 range. Stock hasn't got there yet, but it will. In any event, SOFI is a company on the move. Yeah, and I like it. Yeah, but this is not a gambler stock as far as the company could be out of business tomorrow, or they've gone from 150 a share down to 15 a share and they're going to come back. That's not the SOFI story. I'm avoiding stocks that used to be up here and are now way down here, and they might come back a little bit. I don't encourage you to go there. You don't need to find this stuff. What you need to zero in on as an option writer is where options trade very actively because they're liquid as hell. They have a very tight bid ask. They have liquidity all over the map. The stock is followed intimately by a zillion gamblers who are trying to find the lottery win of all time. NVIDIA, Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, and others, SPY and Triple Q. Yes, I encourage you to look at GameStop. Yes, I encourage you to look at the AI stocks or the other. Yeah, sure. But avoid the real volatile monsters that are out there because it's sucking you in. These are stocks that are sucking you in to get you all excited about, oh, this stock could double in a week. If you're looking for a stock to double in a week to make money as an option writer, you're not an option writer. You're a gambler on a stock. If you're looking to write a contract or a set of credit spreads, whether they're put credit spreads or call credit spreads, that are so far out of the money that in the next 2 to 8 weeks, these are going to become absolutely worthless at the end. And you're just riding the shrinkage from point A to point B along the road to zero, you're an option writer. You really are a premium collector, and you're a shrinkage expert. And you're going to get very wealthy because you can do more of these every time. This is the secret to, I think, success for option writing. It's not finding the big hit. It's finding the contracts you can write, and you can continue to add to the contracts. So you write 10 calls and buy 10 calls for a credit spread. And then the next trade or two, you're into 15 of each. And then a few months later, you're doing 20 of each side. And a year from now, you're doing 100 of each. And it doesn't matter. The market doesn't care. It can absorb 1,000 contracts at a time. The liquidity is so huge. That's where you're going to make your dough. That's where you're going to make a ton of money. But you've got to convince yourself, what are you? Are you truly a gambler and are looking for a score? Or are you an income seeker looking for options that are going to die? And if you're that, I think you're going to be here for years and years and years and years and years. If you're a thrill seeker for a hit, you're going to have wins and losses. And hopefully your losses will be minimal, or you can roll out of them and salvage yourself. But what I don't want to have to, I hope what doesn't happen to many of you, is that you're so wound up trying to fix problems that you're not making money. You're trying to save money. I don't want you to be that writer. I want you to be the writer that just keeps compounding the returns. But I get it. You have to have a certain amount of capital under administration where you can then say to yourself, well, if I pull in 4% return on my money on this trade, I could put 50 grand into this trade. And if I make 4% yield in a month on this transaction, I make 2 grand. You can't get to that kind of level unless you have 50,000 under your wing, or 200,000, 500,000, you're using 50,000 of it. If you've only got 30,000 bucks and you're putting it into 3 $10,000 transactions and you make 4% on 10 grand, that's $400. Now, for some of you, that'll put you to sleep faster than a Tylenol with a cold, because you're just going, 400 bucks, Bruce. I don't want to, I'm going to make $1,200 this whole month. It's just not exciting enough for me. I get it, but $1,200 in profit is $1,200 in profit that you can roll into additional compounding profit. You do this for a year, you're not going to be sitting on 30,000 a year from now. You're going to be sitting on 60, 70,000. And another year, you're going to be at 150, 200,000. And now it starts to make sense. Now you go, oh, okay, I got $250,000 here, and I'm putting 50 grand to work in 5 positions at a time. I make 4%, that's 2 grand per position times 5 positions. Every month, I'm making $10,000 a month. Yeah, that's the promised land and beyond, but you got to get there. And you're not going to get there with one trade. I'm sorry, it's not one trade. But then again, how long have you been trying to make money in the market already and haven't been successful? How many of you do you know? And how many of you know people, personal friends, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, who've been investing in the market through the hot rumor mill, going after all kinds of hot trades, taking all kinds of day trading courses and trying to find the get rich quick thing, and are getting nowhere. They're just getting nowhere. They win once in a while, but they lose too many times, or they're riding losers. How many times have you seen it where people are riding a losing stock, waiting for the stock to come back? That is the worst investment strategy ever created, but it's life itself. And this is why I'm desperately trying to get you out of the market. I don't want you into stock. I want you into cash. Because if you're into cash, you now have to manage it. And if you're going to manage cash, you're going to learn how to make money with money rather than try to make money with stock. And unfortunately, markets that hit all-time highs, eventually markets that hit all-time highs eventually top out at all-time highs for a while. and then they go into a consolidation, and then they go into a bear market, and then they go into a long-term bear market, an attempt to break back out, and it can be 1 or 2 or 3 years before stocks hit newer all-time highs. And only at that time do people go, oh, my account is back to where it was 3 years ago. I'm such a great trader. I've traded my way out of losses to work my way back to where I was 3 years ago. What they forget to figure out is in that 3-year window, they could have been making money on their money, interest, on top of gains, because they weren't into stocks. They didn't get caught in this downdraft of the market. They weren't into stocks. On top of everything else, the inflation numbers for the last 3 years have been so brutal that if you have recovered your account back to where you were at the height of the 2021 bull market, you're still down 20%. Your money is worth 20% less than it was 3 years ago. This is the capital involved in your stocks. If you were cash 3 years ago, you've been hauling in interest every month, every year on that money and writing options and credit spreads and cash secured puts, you've traded your way to a higher level naturally, but you've also generated return on your money to offset the inflation hit. You will be up double or triple your money right now. And so now you're triple the 2021 all-time highs at the 2025 highs, where your contemporaries are just back to where they were in 2021. There's the difference between making money and trying to tread water. And for a lot of people, to tread water is a lot of work because they're constantly moving into different stock to stay away from losers and get into winners. The reallocation game that Wall Street talks about all the time, it's called selling losers to move into stocks that could be winners faster to get your money back. Wall Street is expert at telling you never to sell, just reallocate. Where I'm saying to you, get out, sit on cash, and manage your cash. Let it grow. That's how you get richer. Anyway, welcome to the party, pal. We're at 8:08 Eastern Time. We have 317 people watching me right now live. This is a pleasure to have you here. I welcome you all. I'm kind of curious, are any of you answering my poll question today? I'm rather curious about that. How many thumbs ups have we got? I'm kind of curious about that too. If you could hit the thumbs up button for me, I would really appreciate it. We'd like to hit 200 minimum per day. We have 116 so far, which is, nice, but kind of weak actually. Maybe if you guys could find the thumbs up button, hit that. There are 200 of you here who haven't done anything. I mean, what's going on with you guys? Wake up. We have 211 votes for the poll question. At least we got 200 of those. Should Uncle Bruce organize and host a cruise for his stock option writing viewers? 75% say, yeah, you should do a cruise. You should organize a cruise, maybe a 1-week cruise in the Caribbean where it's kind of nice. And then we'll pick a sea day where we're just at sea all day long, and we'll have one of those meet and greet sessions or something like that from 2 until 4 or something like that, and get together and see each other and then just scatter about the ship and enjoy yourself. Who knows? You guys let me know what you think about that. Thanks again for the thumbs ups. It means a lot to us. There's 144 now. Here you go. Some of you are coming around. 144 thumbs ups. Let's get it up to 200 plus. 321 of you here. There's no reason why we can't hit 200 thumbs up. No reason whatsoever. Well, maybe you hate my guts, but that would be one. That would be one reason. Fair enough. Thank you all for being here. This is good stuff. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. Let's see here. Comments. I want to try to catch up if I can here. Let's go. Cutting edge. I opened up a SOFI brokerage. At first, like all other brokers, you have to apply for options trading, which takes 2 minutes, and then you can buy and sell options. And then, Lisa, did we speculate why GameStop popped a bit yesterday? I don't think we speculated. I have no idea yet. Splayer, I own FUBU since $1.50, sold yesterday 100. The other half I used for a $4 strike call. I'm fine with the outcome. Nice going, buddy. Stephen, I wrote 5s, Splayer, for next Friday. Jason, is AMC a good stock to write options on? No comment on AMC. That stock just gets me into trouble every time I talk about it. Splair, I don't write at the bottom. After buying back, it's occasionally worth it to wait, even if it's taking a long while. So Splair. Okay. Hector, this is a good question, Lisa. Why did GameStop pop yesterday? Lisa, Hector, coming up for your anniversary of the famous GameStop sneeze. Deep value, I saw someone bought a ton of $125 strike calls for Jan 17 on GameStop. I'm not sure if that was yesterday, though. Steven Jackson, wow, Lisa, 4 years, time flies. Robert, good morning, Uncle Y, Uncle B. Good morning, everybody, and Auntie Jen. The man, I think people focus too much on the dollar amount gain and not the percentage gain. Jason, I'd love 1,200 profit from just creating stock options. Deep value, 149,000 open interest on GameStop, $125 calls for Jan 17. Wow, that's wild. Jeff, good morning, Jeff. Good morning, everybody. Let's get that moolah. Welcome, sir. Stephen Butler, I get Bruce's point, but look, after NAT dividend history, insiders have been buying up the stock. They have a history of making money for shareholders, returning to dividends. Fair enough. LB, thanks, Cutting Edge Flicks. I didn't know they had options. H is here, talking about Palantir. Christina, whoops, I just did it. Dude, it has to make at least 30% gain per year to be interesting. If it doesn't do that, why wouldn't you just hold a Magnificent 7 stock? There you go. Lorraine is here. 121, thumbs up. Christina, also, yes, but tropical, please. Make it a cruise that's where it's warm. That would be nice. Would we meet in the casino? I don't know about that. Computer with thumbs up for Bruce. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Deep Value. Bobby, 9:10 Eastern time. Yes, that's true, 9:10 Eastern time. Stephen Butler, NAT has paid a quarterly dividend since 1997. They are a smaller cap company, risk associated with that, but arguably fiscally conservative management focused on return investors for investors. Juan Valaquez, thumbs up for Bruce. Julia is here, thumbs up for Bruce. Alberto is in the house. Hey, Cruz, let's go. I'm into that. Let's do it. Roberto, TWB logo is up. Nope, just kidding. Sharon, number 160 on the thumbs up meter. Bruce, you're moving up here. Jason R is here. Juan, Alberto is in the house. Good to hear Alberto is here. Dude, my guess on why GameStop has popped, Jan 17, 2025 options. The expire date. Think about where it was a year ago. The annual call options are very popular. Juan, Cruz it is. Alberto, Juan, let's go get this dinero. Good to see you as well, my friend. Yes, indeed. Let's get the dinero, says Juan. JM, according to Superstonk, someone put in a $25 million US dollar order in, and that caused a GameStop spike. Okay. Gil H. Bruce, I love your stream. Great ideas, but I have to mention my biggest concern. When we sell cash secured puts and the stock reverses down, we have huge losses. Yes, we can roll, but it's not an always win. Well, you know, this is the thing about cash secured puts in the market in general. If you own shares of a company and the stock goes down dramatically, you lose money. Welcome to the stock market. If you cash out a stock and write cash secured puts on the stock at the money or out of the money or in the money, you're going to get a premium of capital up front. And you're committing to buy back the stock at a lower price than what it's trading at right now. That should be the plan, should be the program. So if you're going to write SOFI $20 cash secured puts and you haul in $7, you're willing to buy the stock back at $13. Yeah, it's $15.34 right now, and you're willing to buy it back at 13. Does that save you if it goes to 10 right freaking now? No, you're down $3. However, if you just hold the stock at 15 and it goes to 10, you're down $5. So who's the bigger loser on a down dip? All right, fair enough. A loser's a loser. I get it. Now, you're a cash secured put writer. You wrote a $20 cash secured put on SOFI. And you get exercised because the stock goes to 10. Let's just say you did get exercised. Well, what have you got now? You got stock sitting at $10 a share. What could you do? What do you do? You can write a call option against it, sure. You could sell the stock and write a cash secured put against it. You could write 15s. You could write 20s, 17s. It's up to you. If you're a long-term believer in the upside of a company, no matter what the company is, You can be a shareholder or you can be a cash holder with cash secured puts written on it at all times. Well, if you're a SOFI believer and it goes down to $10 and you get exercised and you sell the stock at $10 to write as many $20 cash secured puts that you can for Jan 26 or June 26 or Jan 27, because you believe it'll go to 15 to 20 again within a year or two, knock yourself out and write them and keep collecting the interest. That's what you're doing all the time. This is a permanent thing. You're always going to write options. It's not a one-time trade. But I agree with you. If the market goes down 50% on the entire market, everyone's a loser. Okay, all right. No argument from me. Options can help protect losses, cannot prevent them from happening at all, ever, under any circumstances. But the question you ask yourself, and I ask myself, and everyone asks himself, will the market drop dramatically from either an economic move, a war, geopolitical, or something else, a COVID virus 2.0? I don't know. I'm just here right now, and the markets have been here for a long time, and they're going to be here for a lot longer. You might as well make money in the meantime and compound your dough. Get the best return for your money. Jason, I have a low dollar account under 450. What's your suggestion for getting it built up? Let me think about that, Jason. Let me get back to you in about 5 years. Beach Boy, Alberto's here, so any cruise will include pile dancing classes, Bruce. That's the first thing we're going to talk about. Alberto, Gil, losses not at all, Chase. Not at all. Chase the dip, buy at premiums, making your position that much stronger. One rule, never sell cash secured puts on a stock you don't want to own. There you go. Beach Boy, it's time for a cruise. Alberto, Beachy, you're here. Christina, Royal Caribbean, that's where we want to go. Beach Boy, Alberto. Christina, I'll tell my kids, sorry, you can't come. This is a work trip for mommy. I'm wondering if we want to go on just an adult cruise only. Do we go on Viking? Do we go on a 6-star cruise line, top dollar? Do we go on to a Holland America cruise, which is not too exciting for the kids? Do we insist no children? How do we play this game? CKT 164 thumbs up. Beach Boy, Christina, is the Royal Caribbean thing on? Dude, a lot of GameStop call option buyers outside of this channel might execute a call in the money on GameStop, thinking that would pump the stock. Think about the followers of Roaring Kitty. Who knows? Free range, Uncle Bruce, I'm sitting on a $50 cash secured put for GameStop that expires Jan 17. Coming right up. What is that? 10 days from now. They're up nicely, just unsure if taking the shares or buying back to close and take the cash is a better move. What are your thoughts? How about a rollover? Why don't you just move into June $50 cash secured puts, buy these back, write those, take more money, or go to January 26 and move into 45s, bring this premium down $5 without it costing you any money. Play that game. Stock wants to go to $40. The 45s are only 5 in the money, and they will, quickly drop. You've got choices. Dude, they saw him buy $25 calls back in June. He executed them, says, dude. Matthew, my coworker's still betting with MicroStrategy calls and leveraged Bitcoin. I'll take my 300-400 for my cash secured puts. Thank you very much. John T, question. If you roll an option, do you have to have the funds in your account to roll, or will they use the proceeds of the new option to pay the replacement? I don't have a margin account. Thank you. Depending on the firm, I don't know. I can't answer that, and I don't answer on behalf of brokerage firms. That's a question you'll have to look into that one. We open in 10 minutes, by the way. Deep Value, can we do a Carnival Cruise Line? No, we're not doing a Carnival Cruise. Beach Boy, it better be, says Christina. Mr. Premium, happy Tuesday. Time to fill our pockets. Christina, I'll change it to, is this a cruise sailing? Bryson, good morning, Uncle Bruce and everyone. Thank you for joining me here. Hostergaard, hi, everybody. Matthew, I'll take that first cruise with the bagel family for sure. Juan, top dollar Uncle B. Johnny just bought 2 sweet dip GameStop shares. That's the way. James, is this cruise a write-off? Dude, welcome Bagel Time Bagel. JD, if your cash secured put is negative, the strike is close to being breached, and you choose to buy it back, what happens to the original premium you received? Do you keep it, forfeit, something else? Well, if you brought in $5 for your cash secured put and you buy the put back for $4, the extra buck is yours. You write a new one for $7, you're adding $3 on top of the $4. You now have $4. You got the $1 from the first trade and plus $3 new dollars. You're up $4. Is that the question you're asking me, JD? Alberto, Poto, let's go. Mr. Premium of the option. Yes, sir, let's go. Christina, we can do top dollar cruise, not related, Alberto. Can I borrow some money? Christina, all my money's tied up in assets right now, laughing out loud. The man, John T, most firms will use the credit as it is your money once the contract is written. Free range, oh my God, rollovers. Duh, thanks for the dope slap. Wake up, Uncle Bruce, I'll make the moves, thank you. Duh, JD, what if it's now twice what you paid? So what? It's twice what you paid. You write the new one for twice plus more. Look for time to write a higher priced contract. Rollovers, JD. Alberto, Christina, I'll accept coins. Beach Boy, Mr. Toto, what's up? Free range, after I've watched the classes, must be the holiday hangover. I just watched them. I didn't even watch. Mr. Premium, hey, Beachy. Welcome, everybody. We open in 8 minutes. Gail, I understand that premium is a discount on losses and profit when it expires. I think that some people here get the impression they're guaranteed to win. You are 100% correct on your strategy. Well, there you go. Again, take my 18 classes, invest some of your hard-earned dollars at $200 a class, and make thousands and thousands and thousands for every $200 you spend for the rest of your life. You got to invest in yourself. Many viewers do it, have done it, are doing it, and they are benefiting mightily from the investment they've made, without question. The more you put into whatever it is you're going to do, the better you're going to be at it, I would think. You learn that you want to be a mechanic, study mechanics. You want to be a bike rider, mountain bike rider of any renown, study and practice. You want to be a jogger, start jogging. You want to be an option writer, learn how to write options, figure out what they are, how they work, how they react, and become a smarter player than all the other players out there. Look, there are gazillions of option gamblers out there. And those of you who can take 18 of my classes, I am convinced if you have watched all 18 of my classes and are in the midst of doing so, you are quickly moving up the rankings with respect to how much knowledge you have versus the competitor you're up against. And I'm trying to get you into the top 10, 15 percentile. I'm trying to get you up here for knowledge on how options work. If I get you up here, you're dealing with 85% of the market below you who don't know as much as you know. You're going to make money now. You're going to make money. You just got to want to buy into learning how to do it. They're waiting for you. The classes are at stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. They're waiting. Anyway, Douglas, Uncle Bruce, I've just recently become a Gold Bagel member. How do I get interest on my cash? Do I have to ask the brokers to put the money in something like BIL? I'm not sure what to do. If you become a Gold Bagel member, send me an email as soon as you can. All of you who are Gold Bagel members, send me an email and ask me for the link information to become a member of the Discord group. You want to become part of the Discord chat family. 24/7 is where my viewers hang out. When I'm not on the air, they're there, and become part of that family over there. And by doing that, you're going to ask this question that you just asked me, because this question cannot be answered in 15 seconds. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you live. I don't know what country you're in. I don't know what broker you use. I don't have the answer for you that quickly, that simply. But on Discord, the answer may well be available to you from another viewer who's in your position. They live where you live. They deal with the broker you're dealing with, and they have the answer for you. I'm not trying to put it off, and I'm not trying to ignore the answer. I'm just saying that the answer for you is unique to your situation, and I may or may not be able to help you on this. We have 177 thumbs ups. We are 23 away from 200, and we are 4 minutes away from opening the trading window. Thank you, everyone, for helping out. We have 332 people here. That means 160 slackers are hanging around this channel who have not hit the thumbs up button. It's unbelievable. How dare you? Thank you for coming through for us, though. If you have hit the thumbs up button, I appreciate it. If you're watching on the rerun, thank you very, very much. Should Uncle Bruce organize and host a cruise for his stock option writing viewers? 247 people have responded to this question. 75% say yes. 25% say no. Thank you all very much for coming through and answering this question. I appreciate you. I'd love to consider doing a cruise. I think it could be a lot of fun. Touchgrass, thumbs up. Margin called. Hey, baby, let's go. Zed, I'm 174. Dude, I'm very happy selling puts on MSTR. I just brought in $700 on a $240 strike expiring a little over a month. Thank you, gamblers. Harry, MSTR has amazing premiums. Gil, Douglas, pay attention to Uncle Bruce. He said to buy SPHY at 7.83%. Again, it depends on where you are. Some of you might not be able to buy this ETF. I don't know what your country rules are. I don't know where you are. If you're in the UK, you're in Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, you're in Dubai, you're in Tokyo, you're in South Korea, you're in Vietnam, you're in the Bahamas, you're in Mexico, you're in Costa Rica, you're in Brazil. I don't know where you are. So I don't know what your rules are. I don't know what your tax rules are. I don't know about withholding taxes. I don't know anything. I'm not a tax guy. I'm not a broker expert either. I am not here for Webull. I'm not here for Tasty Trade. I'm not here for Fidelity. I'm not here for Schwab. These are questions you need answers to. Maybe become a member of my channel, a Gold Bagel member. Hit me up for that link into Discord, and I'll send you the linkage. And maybe there, the fellow viewers, your fellow viewers who are in the country you're in might be able to go, oh, I know. Oh, yeah, I'm in your country. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, it's all good. KR, where do we purchase the course for your lessons? You have to go here. You have to go to this website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. Head over there, and you'll find the classes available there. Okay, start with number 1, then number 2, and then go on from there. It's like a college course. Each one's an hour and a half, 2 hours long. Easy peasy, plain English. You'll get it. There you go. Juan, Uber has moved $9 since last week for those writing $60 cash secured puts. We are so happy. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for the lessons. Bagel Babe, I'm not a slacker. 179. Thank you, everybody. Come on with those thumbs ups. Jeff, a cruise would be nice, but all my available cash is going towards writing options. I'll be jealous, but only spending on necessities for the foreseeable future. Douglas, I'm in Virginia. Main account is Charles Schwab. Larry, says Beach Boy. There you go. Douglas, what is your email? What's my email? Oh, I can tell you that. My email's right here. Now, if any of you out there have had issues, you've gone to my website, you've ordered a class, 2, 3, whatever, and you can't find the links, you lost the link to your channel, send me a private email and say, Uncle Bruce, buddy, booby, I bought class number 7, class number 15, I can't find the link. I purchased the class last year or whatever. I'll find your purchase. I'll get you your link. I'll email it to you directly. Okay, so you just let me know. All right. Okay, thank you. Welcome to the program. Hello, everyone. Larry, Titus, thank you for hitting the bells. We are open for trading, everybody. We're up and we're running and we're ready to go. And hopefully you guys will get a whole lot richer today versus yesterday. Welcome all to the program. Let's find out how this market wants to treat you today. And how well are you going to do? Richard Carlin, neat, 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 neat. Charlie, let's go with the knee emojis for the Knights of Neat. Don't forget, The power behind this market, the absolute mystery force that makes markets do what they do, are the Knights of Ni. Don't forget that. You think that they're just a little skit from a movie from these guys in England. You think wrong. The Knights of Ni control everything, and they need shrubbery, and they must be honored. And that's why folks here put up the Ni emoji attack. They put up the Ni emojis because they know if you honor the Knights of Ni, they will take care of your account. So just think I'm kidding. You think I'm making this stuff up? Silly. Look at SoFi, 1542 right now. 1542. Knights of Ni. Walter, I was number 8 on the other show. I'm number 188 on this show. The Alaskan cruise is on our bucket list, by the way. So if you're going to do a cruise, maybe an Alaska cruise, Corinne, neat, deep value, neat. Open your window, yell at the top of your lungs to your neighbors, neat. They'll have no idea what you're doing. They'll call the cops. The cops will come to your door. You'll tell them why, and they'll go, of course. Yeah, that's right. He's right. The Knights of Ni. And they'll go over to the neighbor and tell them to mind your own business. There you go. Maybe you'll be in the back of the car by the time they believe you. Maybe at the station they'll finally believe you. Someone will believe you. Maybe you should just yell "Ni" to yourself. I don't know. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to help you make money in this market. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure it out with you guys and get you on the road to success and get you away from the path of misery. And I thank you all for joining this YouTuber's channel. Get your butt over to stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. The classes are waiting for you. And simple as that. That's all I can say. You don't have to cough up 20 grand to do it. And you don't have to buy all the lessons in one shot. You can buy them one at a time when you're ready. And $200 at a time. Earn while you learn. You'll write options while you're taking the classes. Believe me, you will be. And you will haul in money. I get this email all the time. Uncle Bruce, I hauled in more money on my first option write than all your classes combined will cost me. And I go, exactly. You can earn while you learn, but get on it. There's only one go around in life, and we're here. Bobby, after Uncle Bruce sends the link a second time, make it a favorite video so YouTube will highlight it for you. Big E, neat, free range, neat. Oh, wait, neat. There you go. Don't forget the Ni emoji. We're up 163 on the index, the Dow. SoFi is at 1556, 1559, up 28 cents. Rocket Lab 29.19, up 39. GameStop is up 21 to 33.30. Now it's up 48 to 33.30. AI is up 24 cents. NVIDIA is up 192. Tesla's still down on the day, but only down 243. Palantir down 114. MicroStrategy, MSTR, is down 960. Costco up 257. Coinbase down 149. Matterport is at 491. SmartRent is 178. ME is 382. Google is 199.28, up 132. Apple's down 45 cents. Broadcom down 123. Microsoft is down 40 cents. Intel up 21 cents. Netflix up 21 cents. Netflix is 882. The high for Netflix in December was 941. So this stock has coughed up almost $60 from its high. Very interesting. Meta 626, down 358. That's Facebook. EI Lilly down 136. Amazon is down 70 cents. The spiders are up 171. The Qs are up 24 cents. SMCI, Super Micro Computer, down 33 cents. Uber, 67.94, up 163. Adobe up 120. Cisco up 12. AMD up 97. Unity's up 11. Enphase up 215 today. Spire's up 19 cents. Moderna's up 239 a share to 44.96. Pfizer up 30 cents. IBM is up 59. HPQ up 36. Home Depot up 125. Vanik Semiconductors up 128, 132 now. Goldman up 263. Boeing is up 125. Target up 185. JP Morgan up $2. Walmart up 31 cents. Disney's up 234 to 113.39. American Airlines up 39 cents. DraftKings is up 117. AMC is up 2 cents. And Royal Caribbean down 179 a share. That is the story at the moment. Mostly green, 177 gain on the Dow, a A gain right now on S&P 16.8. NASDAQ is up 22 points. Oil up 65 cents a barrel. There it is. There's the story. That's what we got. That's what's going on. That's what I'm watching here. Thank you, everybody. Let's see what else is going on. One, SoFi and Robinhood offer SPHY as well as the big ones, Schwab and Fidelity, let alone Vanguard. Free range of DVO. That's a great idea. Thank you, Matthew. Uncle Bruce. I'm sitting on 2 SoFi covered calls that are going to expire in January 17. Should I roll them or wait it out? Strike price would be nice. Deep value shades, baby. Matthew, thanks for not telling me what you're doing. In any event, I do the best I can. Thank you all, and welcome to the show. Welcome to the program from wherever in the world you are today. Hope you don't mind this show today. I'm sorry for my Gold Bagel members. I was going to have that exclusive Gold Bagel member show this morning, and then I hit the wrong button and hit this big button here to start the big show early. So there it is. A whole bunch of Gold Bagel members are sitting over in that other channel going, why isn't this show running? And then they found out, oh, he's an idiot. He hit the wrong button this morning. Let's go over there. And they're all here. Thank you, Gold Bagel members, for your tolerance. Thank you, all of you who are not Gold Bagel members, for coming in. Those of you becoming Gold Bagel members, congratulations. You're joining the channel in one hell of a year here. And I'm excited for all of you who are here. Don't forget, tomorrow night, for Gold Bagel members only, and I'm going to remember to hit the right button tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night, Gold Bagel Primetime Live with Uncle Bruce, 7 o'clock Eastern, just for Gold Bagel members only. And you're certainly welcome to join me and join the channel as a Gold Bagel member, and come on over. I'd love to have you join us. Thank you all for all your support of this YouTuber's channel. Thank you very much. All right, we are watching the opening. We're going to see what it wants to do. We got a about a 200-point gain on the Dow, roughly. That's a half a percentage point. S&P is up 0.3. NASDAQ just barely in the green, but it had a very good day yesterday. We'll have to see how this plays forward. Welcome all of you to the program. Oil is holding a 65-cent, 67-cent gain at the moment. Okay, everybody? Thank you all. Matthew, yes, Bruce, I'm sorry. I have a $15.50 strike written on SoFi that expires next week, the 17th. I would be rolling those, and I'd be going forward and maybe a little higher in strike is what I'd be recommending. Bobby, hot air releasing from NVIDIA. Sleep incoming tonight at this in this direction. Giddy up. NVIDIA is at 149.95, still up 50 cents, but definitely under 150. Bobby is relaxing a little bit there. Doug, I'm awake. I'm awoke. I hit the like button. I'm number 200, baby. Thank you, Doug. Beach Boy, except I'm not here right now. Deep Value, Uncle Bruce. I'm thinking about taking the Securities Industry Essentials exam. Do you have any advice or tips for someone just starting out? Not really, but study hard. Blair, I will probably have only 10 to 20 minutes tomorrow. During this night shift of mine. No 1 hour break this week, probably due to my little vacation until from yesterday. Swear it's all right. Get richer, my friend. Keep it going. 216-point gain on the Dow now. We're up again. SoFi is 15.44, holding a 15-cent gain at the moment. The high this morning already 15.62. Is $16 around the corner for SoFi? It sure looks like it wants to go there. Almost 3 million traded already on SoFi in 10 minutos. Rocket Lab is up 16 cents. GameStop down 2. AI up 21. NVIDIA went red. It's down 42 cents after a pretty good run lately. We're down 450 on Tesla. A little profit taking on some of these different stocks. Okay, it is what it is. It's doing what it's doing. It's all good with me. I love the way SoFi is working along here, just constantly being chased. It's being picked up by buyers. What was it yesterday? one of the brokerage firms yesterday raised their target to $16, but still had a hold on it. They were saying our target price was 9, and we told you to hold it. Now it's 16, and we're telling you to hold it. Well, what about the folks who held it and none got into it at 9 because you only put a 9 target on it? Now it's 16, and they missed $7 of upside. What kind of an analyst are you? You're useless. You're an absolutely useless analyst. You're a follower of the stock. You're not leading the market with future. You're not talking about its future. You're talking about its past. What kind of an analyst analyzes a stock just from its past? I don't get these guys. They're just worthless to me. If you were any good whatsoever, you would have had a $15, $20 upgrade on this thing 6 months ago. And at least the people who follow you had a chance to buy into the run. And now we'll hold it with a $16 target. But oh no, it's ridiculous. I don't know how you can raise the price of a target of a stock by $7, which is, 40% more, and put a hold on it. Like, what does this company have to do to have you give it a buy rating? Like, what do they have to? They've already done it, I guess. You missed it. That's the reality. The analyst missed the reaction or the performance of the company that ran the market to where it is, and the analyst is now going, oh, it's a hold. Useless people, absolutely useless. And yet there are millions of followers of these guys. It's what's the other thing that gets me. I mean, this blows my mind. There are analysts out there who analyze stocks. They put buy, sell, hold, outperform, underperform, whatever rating they come up with, all these names and versions. And they sell their analytics to people on a subscription basis. They have hundreds of thousands of followers that pay them $10 a month. They're hauling in millions of dollars a year to be analysts. They're becoming millionaires to tell you what they think the stock is going to do. I do it here. I tell you what I think certain stocks will do. I unabashedly give you my opinion, which is what I'm allowed to do. It's what they're doing. But they're getting paid millions of dollars for their opinion. And they're not even front running the stock. They're not giving you any guidance as to why the stock would go higher. They're giving you a $9 forecast. Now they're giving you a $16 forecast. What happened between 9 and 16? They missed that. They never gave you that heads up. I don't understand why people pay them money. It's worthless. Their information is useless. I do what I can. Deep value holiday e-commerce sales set a new record high. No surprise there. No surprise there. Auntie Jen, how are you?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Do you buy anything on e-commerce sites? Do you buy anything yourself? Jen gets up every day, drives to the shopping mall, and walks the mall to buy what she wants. These Amazon boxes all over the house, they're just here for decoration, honestly. She's just a collector of them, really.
That's right. I collect Amazon boxes.
That's what I do, yeah.
It's a little eclectic, but everybody collects something.
She wants to fit in with all the neighbors around.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Our little Amazon driver has been busy.
Busy bee. Yes, indeed.
I knew there was stuff I was just going to order once I got down here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you have it. The sun is coming up.
It's very windy.
It's windy today, apparently.
Yeah,
oh my goodness. Let's take a look out here. Here we go. Oh yes, we can see the. You might notice the lead on my green screen behind me. You notice the leaves are moving. I now perfected my green screen to do that. Isn't that something? I'll show you. I'll show you something else. I can also show you my living room here. It's fancy as hell. I got a really nice living room here in Palm Desert, California. I hope you don't mind that. That view of our front foyer area with our living room and our little grand piano. Although I could be on a cruise right now. You don't know. I could be on a cruise ship right now, for all you know. I could be flying a drone and looking at the Queen Mary 2. You know, I could look at the Queen Mary 2 out there. I could be hanging out with my buddy, Rugman. I could be doing that, or I could be here. Or I could be at the comedy club telling jokes, rehearsing my routine for tonight. I can be anywhere, but I choose this background. I think I'm going to go with this green screen because it looks so realistic. It fools people all the time. They think that I'm really in Rancho Mirage when, yeah, I'm just in Creston, sitting on a living room, sitting on in the living room on a little stool. Let me show you a photo. You may recall this. This was my set not too long ago in Creston. This is what it looked like way back when. In those Creston days, I had a dining chair with 2 pillows on it for my tush, one to be a little higher up and 2 to soften the wear and tear on my butt. And then I had a banker's box with my computer on it. And I got my diet caffeine-free Coke on the coffee table over there, and got all those postcards from all my loyal viewers behind me. This photo was taken in the last, probably the last week of being in Creston, because my bookcase behind me is gone. The one that held all my albums and stuff is gone. My stereo was all packed up, and those are one of the last photos from Creston, being on the air for you people in those harsh conditions. But you know, it is what it is. Of course, you know, Jen and I, you know, we're hanging around here now, you know, driving our fancy Tesla and visiting all the exclusive bagel shops here in Rancho Mirage and Palm Desert and Palm Springs. And of course, Jen now with her new hips, she can put on those slinky dresses again and put on those high heels, and you know, off we go together as we wow the crowds. But when I'm alone, as you know, I like to go out on the town. I like to really, you know, I like to show off. Just, this is for my viewers. I mean, people say to me, why do you dress like that? I say, well, this is how rich my viewers are becoming. This is the kind of attitude they have in their hometown. They're walking around with a felt hat and a lovely, lovely fur trimmed jacket here. Looking pretty good. Not bad in good old Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, California. We're trying to survive, kids. We're trying to survive in the harsh times, and I welcome you all to the program. Thank you all. Bruce is teleporting here. This looks relaxing. Good morning, Auntie Jen from One. Margin call. Any tips for call spreads on one of the Magnificent Sevens? Margin call wants to know. Beach Boy, no Yoko? Dude, I remember when you showed that picture originally. Touch Grass can confirm. Tommy, how about a cruise to Svalbard? Huh? Deep Value, that's the opposite of Rugman right there. That's the opposite of Rugman. Giddy Up, yeah, that guy is the opposite of Rugman, isn't he? Yes, his cape doesn't trip up people. Do you want to give us a tip, Bruce, for a credit spread on a call credit spread on any of the Magnificent Sevens? I'd be looking at the NVIDIA's 180 range, something up there. That's one I'd be looking for. For Tesla, if you're going to do anything on Tesla, it would be call credit spreads 500 or higher, nothing under 500 a share. I'd be very careful up there. I fear the upside move of Tesla, so I don't want to do anything in the 450, 60 range. What else? Google, we're at 200 a share. I'd be looking at 240, 250, 235, 240 range. Apple is at 245 a share. I'd be looking at 275, 85 at least on Apple call credit spreads. Microsoft is 429. I'd be at 460, 470 on those. Facebook is 625. I'd be at 700 for call credit spreads on that one. Way ahead of the market. Amazon is 226, so I'd be about 250, 260 on those. Those would be my, rough suggestions. Check your option chains for 1 to 10 weeks out and check out premiums and see if you can do $3 spreads, $5 spreads, $10 spreads with nice percentage returns. I'd look into that. Yeah, okay, there you go. Larry, that jacket is what Uncle Bruce is going to be wearing on the cruise. If we're going to go on a cruise together, Uncle Bruce should be wearing that on the cruise. Bobby, giddy up, baby. Hector, that Creston picture shows the house in which you were swatted, an event that will live in infamy. Yes, we were swatted at that location from the other channel, Traveling with Bruce. We were swatted there. Had the old RCMP pop in and draw their weapons on us. Yeah, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen, those shit disturbers in Creston. Oh, there had to be problems going on in that house. Oh my gosh, fun times. Welcome to the party, pal. Giddy up. We're up 133 on the Dow, holding on. 1/3 gain, 18-point gain on the S&P, up 0.3 of a point, and the Nasdaq is getting better. It's now up 1/4 of a point, 47-point gain on NASDAQ. It's actually improving here. Will this spill into the entire market and all stocks start to rise again? Is this going to happen here? What's happening? The VIX is negative 0.03 of a point. It's slightly positive, slightly. Oil, 64-cent gain at 74.22 at the moment. That's what I see there. Okay. Interesting stuff. Welcome all to the program. Thank you for joining us today. I'm glad you're here with us. Wait, you were swatted? Yes. Bobby, NVIDIA, Feb 21, 135.80, 60-cent spread. So it's a $5 spread. So it's $500 to pull in 60. So you're getting 12% on your money if you were to write a Feb 21 credit spread, a call credit spread. And NVIDIA is trading at 149.63, and these are 175.80. So the odds of those dying worthless are very good, very good. And so 60 cents, if you can pull 40 cents out of there, 50 cents out of there, it might be a nice little trade. Might last a month, might not. These die, obviously, 21st of February. Thank you, Bobby, for that one. That's interesting. Buyback at 25, he says. You're making some easy money. Dude, the old days, it was crazy in here. All the crazies were watching and getting mad at Uncle Bruce on Reddit. Deep Value, the AMC folk most likely were really upset with Bruce because he didn't like AMC like he liked GameStop. He liked GameStop more than AMC. I don't like this guy. Yes, that happened. It is true. It is the way it is. Welcome to the party, pal. SoFi 15.42, up 14 cents. Rocket Lab up 59 to 29.39. GameStop down 13 cents. AI up 8. NVIDIA's green 34 cents. So we've come back a little bit. Still down $2 on Tesla this morning. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. And thank you all for joining me today from wherever you are on the planet. It's great to have you with us. As daylight is coming around here, we have a windy morning this morning in the desert. We're only going to be in the mid-60s for the high today, which is closer to normal. This is winter. This is the harsh January winter of Palm Desert, Rancho Mirage. What can I say? It be what it be. Ostergaard, people get way too invested in things. They get much too invested in things, says Ostergaard. Swatting someone over financial opinions. Jeez. At least it's a fun story now. Yeah. Well, what can I tell you? Actually, I wasn't swatted for my stock market channel. The stock market channel was not the reason they swatted me. It was swatted on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce. I put out a video, the 10 most dangerous cruise ports. And it was after that video went viral that I got swatted by someone talking about cruise ships and traveling. Got me swatted. So it doesn't matter what you talk about. You are in danger of that if you're a YouTuber. It is crazy. Deep Value, were you actually on live when you were swatted? Yes. They were pounding the door on the front door, and Jen went to answer the door because the officers were using their boots to try to kick the door in. They had kicked it twice, and it hadn't given way yet, but it was going. And then Jen just opened the door and said, "What are you doing?" And she had two officers pointing pistols at her, guns pointed at her. Quickly realized this isn't serious. Then I came to the door and they pointed them at me. That was not on camera, of course. And they were saying, "What's your name?" and all that. They actually had me lift my shirt to make sure I had nothing. No, I wasn't armed or dangerous. So they're looking at 260.
They figured it out pretty
They're looking at 260 somethings going, "I think these two are being swatted by us. We've been sent here to SWAT these two." They quickly put their pistols away and said, "We got."
They still came in and searched the house.
Well, they asked,
Yeah.
and we said, "Sure, come on in. Am I going to play one of these games where I'm not going to let you in the house? No, come on in." What?
It was our local RCMP.
That's our local detachment, and they were quite calm, and they were shaking their heads. New York City
SWAT team.
They were shaking their heads, going, "Oh my God, the town of 5,000 people, we're being sent to SWAT an elderly couple."
Yeah.
And I mentioned, "I'm a YouTuber. I'm on live right now." They, "Oh,
there it is.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
Come on up." So they walked around the house with Auntie Jen. I went back on the camera to tell my viewers what was going on. And they were laughing. They were yucking it up. "We'll see you later. Have a good one." The next day, the captain came by, the actual commander of the detachment. Classy move. He came by and just said, "Was there any damage caused to your house?"
Yeah, just to make sure we got
Our boys were kicking the door. Did your door frame get busted up? We'll pay for it. We have a fund.
We have a victim fund.
We'll pay for it. If it needs to be replaced. I said, "Sorry, we've already beaten you to that. We have a handyman that's a friend of ours. He was here yesterday afternoon. He patched it up.
That door is never being kicked in.
That door ain't going to get kicked in again." And so he said, "Okay, good stuff." And we had a wonderful 10-minute chat with him. And no problem. That's the only time we met the boys from the RCMP detachment.
I know.
Is this still online? Yeah, you can watch it on my other channel, Traveling with Bruce. Go over there.
I'm not sure what the date, it was March.
Yeah, that was way insane, says Drake. A Bobby blooper video, deep value. Just, wow, that's a crazy story. One, Uncle Bruce at Jan 17, $18 to $20 Rocket Lab. You told us it's just getting juicier. I wrote 30 contracts and I'm up $1,000 so far. I feel like cashing out today. There's nothing wrong with that. It's up to you when you want to cash it out. Harry, that is a crazy story. Nothing wrong. Touch grass, weapon safety rules. What are those? Harry, the big investment banks did it to you. That's what it was. No,
that's what it was.
No. Bobby, it was probably the Caribbean cruise liners finding out that you don't like them. Host regard traveling on a cruise ship. Watch out for the geezer gang coming after you, Bruce. They don't like you ragging on their favorite cruise ship. Hector, of course, the perpetrator designed it so that you were on the air during the raid. Maximum disturbance. Harry, you got swatted because your subscribers are making bigly profits. Again, I will mention that it was not on this channel. It was on my travel channel. I didn't even have this channel yet. This channel wasn't even created when I got swatted. It was the Traveling with Bruce channel that was coming up in popularity. I'll tell you though, my #1 video of all time is not the swatting incident. My #1 video of all time is the 10 most dangerous cruise ports that caused the swatting incident.
But also the April 1st. You had a couple of years of April 1st ones.
Oh, I did April Fool's videos
that
for a couple
so
years.
Good.
I have a couple of April Fool's videos that are classics on the other channel. Yes.
Where people just, he's got such a, a calm voice that people believe him when you told them that you can volunteer as a crew member.
Oh, yes. Oh, we had fun. I had a couple of good ones there.
But you and your wife can't be on the same ship.
No, that's not a good idea. No, you don't want to do that. She goes on one, you go on
the ship.
Stays on the ship. Yes, so it's with other crew members. You don't want that.
And people were so appalled.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Hector, Creston, BC, so many memories. Yokohama, Ono via Larry
By
Titus.
Larry, that's right.
Yokohama. Comfy office chairs being lifted by Texan members. Jeff Glass, lots of stocks taking a dive. What time do the jobs numbers come out, Bruce? Can this market be saved? It's all green. It's all red right now. We're going red on the market right
Is that
now.
why the numbers are coming out?
I don't know. We're down 24 cents on SoFi. We're down 81 on Rocket Lab. We're down 43 on GameStop. We're down 88 on AI. Nvidia's down 339. And Tesla down 458. The Dow is still up with a 122-point gain, but S&P is negative 1.5 and Nasdaq's down 76.
Is it bagel time?
Oh, it's bagel time. I think so.
What's it gonna be?
I think today is fried cheese,
Oh,
ham and egg.
okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a test.
It's
New
gonna-
new pot.
New
pans.
design, new.
Yeah.
Yeah, give her a
Yeah.
go. See how this one
And I'm
works
sorry,
out.
egg is on there too?
Yeah, please. Yes, that would be awesome. We'll do the entire enchilada with some dipping ketchup to dip it in. See what happens here. Nvidia. Oh, Bobby, Bruce, look at that, down to 146, 145.50. You're getting richer, Bobby. That credit spread's coming your way now. Jeff Glass, yes, bagel time, please. Host regard. Sorry, I hope you don't mind me saying it, but it's kind of hilarious that someone really did that over cruise ships.
Oh, yeah.
Never knew people got that invested in it and never
Oh,
done
yeah.
cruising, actually. Hector,
Plus you have to
Sorry.
remember they're 14.
yeah, sorry, Yoko Ono, someone gifted you a comfy office chair. What happened on that SWAT was that the RCMP got a call that came through an untraceable computer kind of linkage voice thing. And the best that they could figure out was that it was a 14, 15-year-old boy that was trying to create a SWAT video, hoping that the cops would come into the living room and point guns at the guy on the air. And that did not happen. Unfortunately, the call came from the U.S. as best as they could figure. But what I don't know, whatever happened there, is I don't know if over years later that individual was caught by law enforcement because he had done dozens of these calls to dozens of different victims, and they finally got him. So I don't know if my guy is what the situation is. I have no idea. This was 6 years ago, probably 2019, maybe 2018. This was quite some time ago. So, if the kid was 15, he's now 21. If he was 14, he's 20. I don't know. They're out there.
Hopefully
Yeah.
he's doing 5 to 10.
Maybe he's doing 5 to 10. Rudy, on a red day, I'll take that. Thank you. There you go. Hostagard never appealed to me because I had to sail regularly between Norway and Denmark on a passenger ship, stay overnight or a whole day. So I had my fill as a kid of ocean, going on the ocean. But then again, no luxuries on that boat. No kidding. No kidding. The Dow is still up 60, but we are backing off. Definitely backing off right now on the market. The S&P is down 7 points. NASDAQ down 102. That's a half a percentage point. And we're at 1494 on SoFi. The low of the day on SoFi now is 1489. I think that's where we are right now. We are at the low of the session right now on 6.6 million. SoFi isn't making the market go lower. It's the whole market is sinking at the moment. Rocket Lab down 81, GameStop down 29, AI down 104. Nvidia at 145.95 down 348, Tesla down 840, Palantir down 370, MicroStrategy down 2250. Costco is still up 274. Coinbase down 1431. Matterport down 2 cents. Smart Rent down 2. ME is actually up 20 at 398. Google up 229. Apple down 21. Broadcom down 650. Microsoft up 112. Intel up a dime, barely up. Netflix still down 321. Meta down 1288. Eli Lilly 1490 to the good. Amazon down $3. Spiders are down 1.5. Qs are down 340. SMCI down 86 cents. Uber holding a 67-cent gain. Adobe up 170. Cisco up 16. AMD down 82, Unity down 41, Spire down 43, Enphase up 398, Moderna up 447, not coming off. Pfizer up 48, IBM up 280, HPQ up 31, Home Depot down 54, Vanik Semiconductors down $2, Goldman Sachs down $11.30, Boeing up 320, Target up $1, JP Morgan is green up 61, Walmart down 29 cents, Disney's up 111, American Airlines up 14, DraftKings up 78, AMC up 2 cents, Royal Caribbean is down 686. That's the story. 31-point gain on the Dow, just barely to the green, holding on. But we are negative 13 on S&P and negative 114 on NASDAQ. Is it a big drop? No, just a drop at the moment. Blair, I have been swatted 3 years later, so it's possible that he had received something for this. I don't think that kid works perfectly to avoid hints for the police. Hostergaard, how do you deal with seasickness? I get it sometimes, even though I'm pretty good with it. I have to sail off, and maybe it's not bad on cruise ships. You can buy on board a cruise ship. They have these patches that you stick to the behind your ear, right back here, that help. You can go to the infirmary. You can go into the onboard medical office, and they will give you. They have remedies for seasickness. One of which is a shot, literally an injection, that apparently works in 30 seconds. Apparently. Others say eat apples or eat ginger or apple pieces. And what I do when the seas are rough is I lie on my bed, on my back, or on my left side, and I just think of a happy place and just rest. And that seems to work for me. Otherwise, I like going out. I like going out on the balcony and looking out if I can, unless it's windy and stormy. Then you really can't. But I need a balcony room to see the horizon. That's what I need. It is what it is. Hostergaard, I use those armbands and magnets for seasickness. Probably fake, but even if there's no medical basis, they help. Placebo is great. Deep Value, I used to have those as a kid. Wow, throwback, those things. Welcome all to the program. How you doing? Should we do a cruise for the channel? That's the poll question of the day. Should Uncle Bruce host a cruise? What do you think about that? 290 votes now have come in. 74% of you say, yes, Uncle Bruce, you should do a Stock Markets with Bruce cruise. Get us all together on a cruise ship for maybe a 1-week Caribbean cruise or something, or an Alaska cruise, or who knows what. Well, that's interesting. 215 of you have hit the thumbs up button. Are you awesome or what? Thank you, everybody, for that. 279 of you still with us, 2 hours, 7 minutes into this program. Thank you all for joining in. The Dow is now is red. It's gone negative, now 21 points to the red, 31 points. Finally joining S&P and NASDAQ. NASDAQ's down 0.71, S&P down 1/3 of a point, the Dow down 0.06%. Yeah, just by saying a huge amount of ginger works great in tea or from a pharmacy. There are ways to go. Maybe we should do a river cruise. Spare saying, how about a river cruise instead of an ocean cruise? Hostergaard once tried going through such a storm. My brother ran through hallways getting thrown wall to wall. What fun. Stood outside the tax-free shop and had snacks flying out as a kid. It was great. Ooh, I got a snack. A chocolate bar came out. Run away, run away. Oh my gosh. I don't recommend doing that. That's not what I consider a good time. Not in my world anyway. It is what it is. It be what it be. My goodness gracious. Welcome all to the fun time zone. Down 27 on the Dow. Seemed just a slight dip, but we might go green again here. Down 22 on S&P, 164 drop on NASDAQ. Yeah, we'll see what's going on. Time will tell. That's the story. Thank you all for joining in with us today. Fun times at the OK Corral. For sure. Yep. All the green stocks are now red. Rocket Lab was up 40, now it's down 68. And SOFI was up 40, it's down 40, 46. So slipping in the red direction. Nothing dramatic, but it is doing what it's doing. Tesla down 12.50 now. Yeah, it's a $14 loss on Facebook, $13.90 on Goldman Sachs. We're down on those stocks. Some of them are hitting some lower lows. But other than that, it's just fractional here and there. Enphase is still up $4. It's not giving up anything. Palantir's down 4. Opportunity knocks for some of you guys to do some credit spread writing, cash secured put writing. Absolutely. Maybe some of those credit spreads you've done, those call credit spreads some of you have done, they might well be coming in quite nicely on the spreads where you can close them out for a profit. I know you're watching. It's what you do and what you should be doing. Managing your cash for maximum return. Why not? It's what the pros in Dover are doing. You might as well join these guys and stay on top of this game. Thank you again for 218 thumbs ups today. Very nice number. I appreciate that. We've got the poll question coming in with 292 votes. 74% say Uncle Bruce should organize a cruise for the stock markets with Bruce Chan. Absolutely, we should have a cruise. That would be a kind of a fun thing, I think. A good time. What can I say? We'll consider that. We'll consider that. Apparently, the U.S. job openings data came out to a negative review or something. I'm guessing here. I don't know. Let's see. I don't have anything else. I don't have a comment on it from anybody official, but. Latest U.S. market action for Tuesday is here. So at the moment, we're negative. Apparently, $119 billion of U.S. government debt is going to be issued this week. We'll see how that goes. The U.S. 10-year is running at 4.69% right now, so very nice return on your money, higher than inflation. Crude is holding a 63-cent gain. It doesn't want to drop. Bitcoin is 98,680, down 2,900 apparently on the coin. But anyway, there it is. We'll see how this plays out. Let's see what else is going on over here. Okay. Fund manager. There's a fund manager who had forecasted a 20% S&P gain last year. Now he says cash is king. Interesting. It's not me, but I'm saying cash is king. Maybe he watches my show, heard my argument, and has decided, you know what, he's right. I'm gonna follow Uncle Bruce on this and call it my own idea. And I'll get the folks at Market Watch to write me up as a genius, but not credit Uncle Bruce with the fact that he said it first. Okay. It's all right. I'm not bitter. It's all good. Welcome to the program, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I'm thrilled you're here with us. And let's just see what this market wants to. What does it want to do today? What's up? What's the plan? Is there a plan? Is there any plan anywhere? Option writers. No problem for option writers. You're going to do just fine. Okay. Just reading headlines here in the Wall Street Journal. Not a lot to get excited about. Most of which we've already covered here with between us already. Yeah. Someone's coming. Ooh, ketchup on the way too?
Well, it's got the horseradish on it.
Oh, you give me that.
I thought you asked for that.
I didn't.
Never mind.
Okay.
But I could give you ketchup too.
Ooh.
If you want to really go crazy.
Ooh.
What do you think?
Oh, I don't know.
Want to have a taste first?
Let's have a taste first.
It's very warm.
I love this.
The difference between a toaster and a toaster oven.
Look at that. We got the ham, we got the egg, we got the ham, we got the cheese, the bagel. Mm. Mm.
You want ketchup?
No.
Okay.
No, I'll be all right. Wow. Very nice. Welcome all. Mm, 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 mm. Manager's in the house. Hello, manager. Hello, good morning, all. From Blythe, California, a town where the sun shines first in California. There you go. Manager, I'm number 185 on that thumbs up meter. Hostergaard, our poor parents were completely knocked out sick, so we're all the adults and some of the kids, but for the rest of us, it was great fun. We were running up and down the hallways in that crazy time. What a storm. Dude, calls are shrinking out, says dude. Manager, I just wrote 10 cash secured puts for January 31. You didn't write 24s. You had to have written 25s or 26s. You wrote 26s, didn't you? Yeah. $20 strike, collected $5.25 to take advantage of this dip. There you go. We'll get it giddy up. 10 cash secured puts, 20 strike. Oh. Jan 25, not 26. Okay. Charlie, I'm hungry. I'm laughing out loud and watching this guy eat this bagel. I'm hungry. 1486 on your SOFI. Okay. We're down 60 on the Dow. Nothing terrific. And we're down 27 on S&P, and we're down 185 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's almost 1%. A little more than the rest. Half a point for S&P and a fifth of a percentage point for the Dow. Oil is up 54 cents. It's actually slipping a little bit right now. Thank you, Auntie Jen. It's very good.
You're welcome.
First. Tesla now down $15. Nvidia down 480. Nvidia 144.63 now. So those call credit spreads on Nvidia should be paying you nicely. They should be coming in very nicely now. Sweet. $395 a share. $395.80 on Tesla, interestingly. Oh my. This is pretty tasty. Yeah, I'll go with that. Welcome to the party, pals. Thanks for joining us. $298 votes for the cruise. 75% say yes. Do it, Bruce. We should have a cruise for this channel. Where should we go?
Oh. I don't know. Where do we want to go? Well, I guess the first question is it a cruise or is it a river cruise? Yeah. I wouldn't mind going all the way down the Mississippi.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are expensive.
There's a lot of history down there.
Yeah.
Or we could take the cruise that I want to take in the fall and go from Montreal down the St. Lawrence Seaway and then down Boston, New York. See all the pretty flowers in the fall and the trees.
Some people have mentioned that,
Yeah.
the New England cruise.
The New England cruise. I think it would be lovely. Or we could tell everybody to pack their bags. We're going to take a cruise around Australia.
Mm.
Australia,
Oh my.
Tasmania, New Zealand, and then head south from there.
Oh my God. Out of control.
Out of control. That's right. You guys better make lots of money to go on that Australia South Pole cruise. It's a little pricey.
Charlie says, we got to go somewhere tropical, man. We got to.
Well, then we do the Mexican Riviera. We go out of LA or Long Beach, San Francisco. We could go, well, no, we can't. I was going to say we could go over to Hawaii, but you have to go somewhere else too. Ensenada, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do the Mexican Riviera, hit Cabo, go down the peninsula, the Baja, go to Puerto Vallarta, maybe Mazatlan, except sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots of places down there. Sit in the sun, have a cerveza, you know, things happen.
Do they serve Jamesons in Mexico? I don't know.
I don't know. I bet they have something horrible that they say is the same. I'm sure they do. But, in Mexico, you drink cerveza.
If we do a cruise out of Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, viewers from Europe can fly direct to Miami out of London, Frankfurt, Paris. North American viewers can get flights to Miami and easy in and out. Now, if you come to Florida a few days before the cruise, you might spend some time in Orlando first and then go to the cruise ship, or do the cruise first and do Orlando after. You can always play that game. Tons of ships to choose from.
Ton of ships.
Lots of cruise lines.
Yeah.
But I would avoid Carnival at all costs. Well, I'm not going to be on a Disney cruise with all those kids. I want to be on a cruise without kids. I really don't want to have hordes of families all over the place. I don't want a big 7,000 passenger ship with lineups for everything. I don't want to have to pre-reserve everything.
Yeah. So,
Holland America, Cunard, Viking, Azamara maybe, Silver Seas. I don't know. Some of these cruises are expensive, so it's a matter of dollars too. Andre, I like the New England cruise. Alaska too.
So pretty.
Hector, Hobart, Tasmania is South Darwin for tropical. There you go. One. Playa del Carmen is a great one. In Mexico, my medicine is legal. Manager, how about a meet and greet at our place near the Colorado River?
Well, when you get
in
out of
Blythe.
Canada, it's legal.
Yeah.
I wonder how they work that.
No.
Yeah. It's probably not. It's probably on where your ship is registered.
Yeah, maybe. Florida Keys, Uncle Bruce says one. Harry, I worked on firefighters that ran the U.S. East Coast of Germany for 5 years. I worked on freighters, firefighters. I worked on freighters. I can't read.
I was just waiting to see where the story went.
I saw my share of 50-foot waves.
Christine? She's working on firefighters.
Can't compete with Eddie Jen and her one-liners. I saw my share of 50-foot waves on these freighters. I had one storm up a Hatteras with 90 footers. That was kind of scary. No kidding. No kidding. Here's SoFi, $14.99 again, coming back to 15, baby. The Dow is green, 86 points. Complete turnaround. Whoop. S&P down only 10 now.
To quote Boomer. Whoop.
Whoop. NASDAQ is improving, but still down 128. Oil only up 51 cents. Markets are improving. Rocket Lab over 28. GameStop is only down 41 cents. AI down 49. Markets are definitely improving. Tesla was down $15. It's now down 11. Okay. Okay. SoFi, $14.98. 15.01 on your SoFi. A hot knife through soft bud at the $15 level was not a resistance point. We just went through it. Just went through it. Oh, yeah. That bagel is done. And it was done nicely. Very nicely. You can tell the sun is coming up.
It's trying. It's quite
I'm
cloudy.
getting that halo effect right now, a glare effect. Welcome all. Welcome to the show, and thank you for joining me today. And Auntie Jen, great to have you. We'll keep an eye on this market, of course, from over here. You'll keep an eye on the market from where you are. And thank you again for hanging out with us. Christina, yeah, especially me. I have 5. I want no kids on this cruise, Bruce. I don't want kids either. Bobby, 2026, though, please make the cruise longer. Just us, spare for us. For the U.S., I have to ask every embassy where I leave the ship, except for rescheduling is done finally. Oh, Splair, I don't know if cruising is for you. I'm not sure if that's going to work for you. Hostergaard, my nephew, been talking about getting work on a cruise ship and get an education as something on board. Been asking if I can figure if it's a well-paid or how taxes work on the sea. You don't make a ton of money unless you're a really important cog in the wheel of the cruise ship. It's not a high-paying gig, really. Manager, thank you, Market, for creating that dip. Now you can go back to 16 on SoFi. Just do it. There you go. Managers has spoken. Bobby, Antigen, about to come out of retirement to work on firefighters. And Christina, have a good day. Splair, have a relaxed day, everybody. Thank you all so much. 14.95 to 15 on your SoFi. We're up 81 on the Dow. We're only down 12 on S&P. We're down 149 on NASDAQ. Giddy up, kids. Thank you again for all your support of this channel. Thanks for answering the poll question today. I really appreciate it. A nice number of you have come through here. 303 responders on that poll question today. That's pretty good. And 229 thumbs ups have come in today as well. 75% of you say, you know what, you should do a group cruise, Bruce. You should organize a group cruise for your channel. Jen and I'll talk about it. We'll toss it around. There's no rush on something like that. We'll let you know. We don't know when, how, where, when, why. We'll get around to it. We'll see what we can do. First thing we're going to work on is a get-together, a meet and greet here in California. We're thinking of having another one of those meet and greets at our favorite Outback Steakhouse near the Ontario Mills Mall at the intersection of Highway 10 and 15 here in California, suburb of LA. But we'll talk about that a little later when we have a little more definitive timing in our plates and give you some heads up. But again, thank you, all of you, for becoming Gold Bagel members of this channel, Chillin' members of this channel, renewing your memberships, joining me every morning at 8 o'clock for the show for just Gold Bagel members, except for today. Sorry about that, but those of you who joined us, I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. Thank you so very much. Let's see. have a great rest of your session. Zeta State is saying going on a cruise, that'd be a good idea. That's a good idea, Uncle Bruce. There you go. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, first thing for Gold Bagel members. And if you need any help with your lessons, you let me know. Okay, everybody. Thanks again for being with me and Auntie Jen. This is Bruce and Jen saying goodbye for now from Rancho Mirage, California. And we'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay, bye for now.